Hello. Welcome to our Wednesday, what date is today? Wednesday, November 6th, 2024 edition of No Talent Game Time. I hope everyone is doing well. Drew, you've been giving me some tips on Dead Space. Thank you very much for that. I will try to put those tips in action as I jump into the game here in a few minutes. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Obviously the last 24 hours have been pretty momentous 24 hours if you are an American citizen, which I am. And, elections come along every 4 years, and I'm going to just kind of talk about the elephant in the room because I usually don't talk politics. But I think it's important that we talk politics respectfully. And I do think that some Americans, sometimes we get really emotionally tied up in the outcomes and the tribal idea of politics. And I admit, I was pretty disappointed by the results that came in last night. I stayed up until about 1:30 in the morning watching them, really hoping that they were going to change, but it got pretty much worse and worse from my perspective. It got worse and worse as the night came on. And keep in mind, I am a bleeding heart. Sorry, my microphone wasn't even there. Keep in mind, I am a bleeding heart Californian. I am a left coaster, and while I've lived abroad, I kind of grew up in California, and the kind of California mindset is what I'm used to. So, yeah, last night was a tough night, and I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. It's not the direction that I had hoped the country was going to go in, and it's not the morals that I currently hold. It was a bitter pill to swallow, but I need to swallow it, and I need to look back and process exactly what the vote said. And as a voter for Kamala, last night was a bruising. It was a beatdown, and I need to listen. I think it's very important for me to listen because I think there are a lot of Americans that are hurting, a lot of Americans that are not in a good financial state, a lot of Americans that are, for whatever reason, feel that the other candidate better represents their interests. And I don't agree with that. That's my opinion. I don't see that as the path forward, but enough of them spoke with a loud enough voice that I need to think about that and I need to really kind of do some introspection. And so I've been doing that today. Actually, didn't do really any writing at all today. I did some little webinars to learn about some, email automation stuff, which was really, really cool. And then went shopping for some clothes and spent a little time at a cat cafe, actually petting kittens. But overall, I didn't really get any creative work done today. I just sort of kind of processed things. And I think that that's important to do sometimes in life. I'm 45 years old. I've been through my share of disappointing elections. I was 21 years old when Bush versus Gore happened in 2020. And, I remember Bush getting reelected in 2004, sorry, 2000. And then I remember Bush getting reelected in 2004 after the Iraq invasion, and I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that he would be reelected. But at the end of the day, like, I really do want what I think is best for my country and the world. And, my opinions on what that are different than other people's. And, it's time for me to kind of like listen to what people expressed, listen to, what people have said their problems are, listen to what people have, the disagreements that they had. And, I'm not one of these people, as liberal as I am and progressive as I am, I'm not going to call people stupid. I'm not going to call people like an idiot for voting a different direction than I did. There's idiots on all sides, and I'm one of them. But I have spent today doing a lot of introspection, listening to, some post election analyses. I've got some podcasts that I queue up that I trust them to be pretty unbiased and to like lay out the tough information that can be hard for me to swallow. And yeah, I'm going to do a lot of listening because, I come from a pretty liberal area of the country and I recognize that it's an echo chamber, it's a bubble. And I think it's very important, not just as a writer. Like, as a writer, I'm always trying to create well balanced and rounded characters that reflect the dynamics of humanity, but also to just understand why my fellow Americans voted the way that they did, and to do it without judgment, and to kind of do it with open ears and an open heart, and to try and be better, and to hopefully, you know, um, kind of go where I hope all of us want to go, which is a better future. Um, my wife and I, we don't have kids, and we're not gonna ever have kids. That's been insured. We have nephews and nieces. We're atheists too, so we're gonna leave this planet, and our bodies will decay, and we'll become star matter at some point and whatnot. By all accounts, you would think that people like us wouldn't give a flying fuck about the future. But we do care about the future, and I do want the people that come after me to have a better time. Because, I spent a lot of time camping, and I still do spend a lot of time camping. And the whole idea is that, you try to leave the site the same way it was. You take everything with you, you try to ideally leave it a little bit better. And I think that that mentality has kind of bled over to a lot of things in my life. But yeah, yeah, last couple days have been pretty tough. Sarah, hey, how's it going? I can't get on Facebook, so I'm on YouTube. Well, I don't know why Facebook didn't work. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let me see if my Facebook is not streaming for some reason. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh no, it looks like my stream is going on Facebook. But yeah, I am devastated after the first 4 years. Yeah, yeah, I am. I'm not optimistic. I'm devastated would be definitely, I was at a point of devastation last night. I quit drinking about 8 years ago, and last night was a night that I was really, really looking for some booze. And we've got some booze around here. We've got quite a lot of booze around here, but I didn't crack into it. Instead, I'm cracking into some diet ginger beer, Cock and Bull diet ginger beer. I've never had this before, so let's give it a try. That's really good. That's delicious. Um, yeah, having a transgender child just became so much harder. Yeah, I'm sorry, Elizabeth. I agree. I think a lot of things are going to become a lot harder, and we're going to have some tough discussions with people we care about. We're going to have some, real deep introspection on how things got this way and what values and what priorities Americans have going forward. What is really important, I am a middle-aged white dude. I've got so much privilege that like the next person down on the rung, you know, I could go to their level and I would still have more privilege. And I've never seen giving or elevating other people's status as something that I lose. It's not like that. And I'm very, very sorry that there are people that see that and that they see privilege and benefit as a zero-sum game. I think that there are a lot of people who, I mean, I'm not a political expert, but I think that there's a lot of people who emerged from the pandemic feeling differently than they went into it, and it created some sort of scarcity mentality in their brain. I've have friends and relatives who kind of went off the deep end of conspiracy theories post 2020, and I'm still not really sure what happened, but it happened to a lot of people. But I think that there's just also a lot of people who genuinely are in financial dire straits. And when you're in financial dire straits, it's very hard to think about things like equality, transgender rights, LGBTQ, these things. And I'm not excusing that by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just thinking of like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and from my intro to psych classes, where like at the bottom it was the fundamentals. It was like, can you put a roof over your head? Can you stay warm? Can you eat? Can you clothe yourself? And then a little further up, it's like, do you have time for hobbies? Do you have time? Can you afford a new bicycle? And then, like, at the very top, it was the self actualization, becoming a better human being, a more enlightened human being. And I've always kind of tried to like just help myself learn more, and it's going to be hard to learn something from what happened over the last 24 hours, but I'm going to try to learn as much as I can about how this happened and about what we can do to prevent this and what we can do to include people and what we can do to make the future better. I don't, like I said, I don't have children, but I have nieces and nephews, and I want the planet to be better, when I kick off this spinning rock than it was when I, popped onto this rock. And I would like I would like to do that. So, elephant in the room, got to talk politics. I know, if you're a Trump voter and you're on this stream and you're feeling like I'm attacking you or something, please don't feel that way. Like I actually, I want to hear your perspective. I want to hear why, you cast a vote in a different direction than I did, because I do live in an echo chamber, man. I'm here in the San Francisco Bay Area, which is like one of the most liberal places in the world. It couldn't be more left coast than where I live. But I have traveled the world. I've lived in a lot of places. My wife is from Oklahoma. I go out there a lot. I have friends all over the country and of all political orientations. So for me, it's very important to, try to understand. You don't have to necessarily agree with them, but to try to at least understand why people got to certain decisions that they've made. And, selfishly as a writer, like for me, that makes my characters better. Like it just does make my characters better when I don't put my perspective in my characters, when I try to put all sorts of perspectives in them. That's where, for me, the writing really becomes incredible. It becomes transformative and it becomes something that I enjoy doing. And that's where the characters take over the story. So, yeah. Sarah's, I live in a red state. There's not much I can do to change minds. You know, I, I, I'm, I'm not sure if changing minds is the angle that I would take. I think understanding and asking questions, like my in-laws are very religious people and I'm not religious and I'm not trying to convert them and I don't want them to join my Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, because I like them the way they are, even though that they have different, spiritual upbringings than I do. So, changing minds, I think is like maybe that's like further along in the process. But, and I'm just going to throw out an anecdote. Like, I grew up in the 90s, and this is probably going to get me canceled. They're going to edit this clip in some way that's terrible, and it's going to sound awful. And it's going to be taken out of context. And I just want to say that that's not what I intend with this. But in the 90s, like if you were a guy and someone said like, that's gay, that was just an insult of like, that's lame. That's not cool. That's not the nice thing to do. Like that's not whatever, you're not hip. It literally didn't have the connotation of a sexual orientation, even though it was used to denigrate that. And I'm not excusing that. But that was just the vernacular of West Coast Californian kids that I grew up with and East Coast kids as well. And they threw that term around all the time. And I did too. And it took me actually getting to know my first openly gay friend in high school in the late 90s, 95, 96, to kind of realize like, hey, I've been using this term that was not acceptable. And in my head, I had this idea of what gay people were. It was like the Village People, YMCA. It was, the hillbillies in Deliverance or something. But like actually meeting him and like realizing he was a grade above me and he was just like a normal person like everyone else. And like he just called me out on using that term one time and then basically like said like because I'm gay and that like offends me and it hurts my feelings. It makes me think you're using the people that I like as a tool to hurt me. That had a profound effect on me. He wasn't necessarily trying to change my mind more than he was just trying to explain his perspective from it. And it planted a seed that kind of germinated in my head when I was around like 16, 17 years old to kind of try to stop using that phrase. And, I wouldn't say like I became woke or anything at the time, but I would say that it just expanded my exposure to people. And when you expand your, exposure to people and you realize that they're also flesh and blood human beings, that we're all pink on the inside and we all bleed when we're cut, we all have hopes and dreams, that that has a liberalizing effect. And I don't mean liberalizing in like you're going over to, you're going to be voting for like Nancy Pelosi or whatnot, but I mean liberalizing in the sense that like you're getting a classical liberal education. You are expanding your experiences, your repertoire, and that would be where I would probably be thinking to try to understand what has happened in the United States over the last, 10 years or so, what this all means, and what people are saying through this. I've rambled on about this. I'm really sorry. I know you want to see me play games, but I process things verbally. My wife processes things inside her head, and we both have been sort of going through this process for the last, 24 hours now. But yeah, not really changing minds, getting them to negotiate and compromise. Yeah, negotiate in good faith and to understand things. And, also for me to understand things too. Because, like I said, my wife comes from middle America, and, there are parts of the country that have been absolutely gutted by trade deals and by the closing of of automobile plants, power plants, and those are problems that I don't have to face out here in California. And so I need to see more of that reality and I need to understand that. And, it's time for me to try to listen. Doesn't mean I'm going to agree with it. It doesn't mean I'm going to like switch allegiances because I don't really think of it as allegiances. I think of it as just, where you're starting from and where you're kind of talking from and your perspective. So, yeah, it's their way or no way. I would hope that there are enough people that have on all sides of the political spectrum that are open-minded. And I think that the data supports that. And the data supports that because there are a lot of voters that do change their minds. We call them swing voters. We can call them like, maybe never Trumpers or never Democrats. We could call them, independents, whatever we want to call them. I do believe that there are a lot of people who are quite open-minded. It just sucks. Like if you're sitting where we were, it's not pleasant to see the tide move in another direction. But we need to figure out why that happened. And we need to do it with clear eyes. We can all grieve in our own way and mourn in our own way. And you know what? If your side won, if your side won, congratulations. Like really, congratulations. Like I do hope that this is the path that this helps you achieve something. I really do. I hope it doesn't come at the cost of other people being exploited and put down. And I hope it doesn't come at the cost of, one group winning and another group losing, because I don't think it's a zero-sum game. And my life has kind of taught me that it's not that. And history has kind of taught me that it's not that. As humans have progressed as civilizations, we have learned again and again and again that it is not a zero-sum game. Sarah says, as soon as the polls closed, they called Oklahoma for Trump. I mean, I could have called Oklahoma for Trump, 3 weeks ago. I could have called California for Kamala, 3 weeks ago as well. I think that, we both live in very different areas, and it's hard. You know, I have a lot of people that I care about that, voted the opposite way that I did. And I'm not a single, I'm not going to vote Democrat down the line. I'm not going to vote R down the line. Yeah, yes, but they didn't count the votes. That concerns me. I don't know how Oklahoma goes about counting the votes. I don't know, um, how they do that. And when you say they called it, it's usually the networks that call it. It's not the state's governing election board that calls it. Again, I don't know when Oklahoma starts counting its ballots. Every state is different. I know Pennsylvania had to wait until the day of to count the ballots. I know some other states, I think like Nevada, has been able to count the ballots in advance. In Nevada, everyone gets a mail-in vote. They get a mail-in ballot. Like everyone is instantly registered. And I think that is something that all Americans should do, period. I mean, I vote by mail. I think everyone should be registered to vote. I mean, I do have really strong feelings about compulsory voting that they have in Australia as well, and I think that that should be something that like Americans have to do. Like, I just think we should have skin in the game. And you know, you take a hit on your credit, you know, on your taxes if you don't vote, or you know, you get a penalty at the DMV or something like that. I just think it's a civic duty, and it's a civic responsibility. And you know, yeah, you can write in Mickey Mouse if you want, but I do think that, you know, you should have to vote. You know, I think that it's mail-in. I've been doing mail-ins since 2008, you know, because we went abroad in 2007, and I've been doing mail-ins since 2008, and it's just the way to go. Like, it's maybe a little hard to get set up when you're overseas. We had to like do an affidavit at the embassy, but yeah, Sarah, 2020 you did mail-in, do the side effects from it. You know, yeah. And they didn't count it until the next day after they called it for Trump. Again, you know, I'd try to find out who specifically called it. I think, you know, a lot of different networks call it. Like, I was watching, I don't know if you know who Alan Lichtman is, but Alan Lichtman is the inventor of this thing called the 13 Keys to the White House. And he's a political analyst who basically has predicted every election since 1980. And he has 13 keys that he analyzes, and the keys turn a certain way and a candidate is more likely to win. And his system was pretty much right up until this election, and he called it for Kamala. But I was watching him and his son last night. They were the source. I wasn't watching like MSNBC or Fox News or anything like that, because like these two guys, him and his son, are on point, and they go over county by county the percentage of votes coming in, things like that. And you know, they would cross-check New York Times, CNN versus, and Fox News. You know, has Fox News has a really good vote desk, believe it or not, and they generally are one of the more ones that really stick by it. So as much as I kind of despise that network, they do tend to have a really good vote desk. And yeah, so they were talking about when certain ballots get counted, and I guess I just say this because I don't, I know that California takes forever. Like, my ballot went in probably 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago, and I got a text message that, you know, it's been queued up, and I'll get another text when it's counted. So I don't know if it's been counted yet or not, but they did call California too, and my vote's probably in there. I think they just need enough. And then also, it's when the networks decide it too. You know, some networks will call it before others. They don't want to be wrong with that because they were wrong. They've been wrong in the past. So, all right, folks, I promise I'm not going to talk anymore about politics, but we can commiserate while I play video games as well. So, what did they say about missing this one? New keys needed. I don't know. I haven't watched them since last night. They were pretty depressed. They had about 40,000 people on YouTube watching them. A lot of people were really shocked that it came out this way. I mean, every political podcast that I listen to has been doing a postmortem of this, and basically saying that, like, you know, there were a lot of signs, a lot of warning signs that were ignored in the polls. And, you know, polls aren't accurate. They are a sort of estimation, and they're done by humans. And a lot of times they get incomplete information. It's not that the polls were wrong. It's just the polls had a margin of error of a couple of points in either direction. And it went the direction that, you know, benefited Donald Trump and the Republicans for the most part. You know, in 2020, similar thing happened. 2022, you know, the midterm elections kind of went the opposite way. The polls corrected this way, but then things went, and there was like a blue wave. These things are cyclical. I do kind of think about, like, you know, Stoicism and Marcus Aurelius. You know, try to focus your energy on the things that you can change, and try to accept a little bit with grace the things that you can't change. And that does kind of get me through things like this, where I do feel frustrated and sad. And you know, defeat is never easy. Defeat isn't. But like, as a writer, you know, I get shit reviews all the time. You know, someone reads my book and is like, the worst thing ever. You know, those hurt me. Those hurt me too. But at the end of the day, I kind of build up a thick skin. And I think that it's important to learn what we can from this, and you know, to be gracious, but also to try to figure out how you can move forward in a way that aligns with your beliefs and your morals and what you find is important. I'm not saying like, go for full guerrilla warfare, but like, can you volunteer at the local level? Can you volunteer at the state level? Can you give money or spend time, or can you tutor? What are ways that you can help? And honestly, the truth of it is, like, I think elections generally, for the most part, do matter the most at the local and state level. And the federal level, the federal level affected me when I was living abroad. Like, Affordable Care Act made it so that I had to pay a certain amount each year, even though I was overseas and had great health insurance. The FATCA made it so that the government could look into my finances from abroad. Prior to, I think it was 2013 or 2014, you know, if you're if you were living overseas, your bank accounts were all overseas. The governments didn't have to do shit if Americans wanted to look into it, but that law changed, and there was a lot of compliance issues that I had to suddenly open up my bank accounts when I had a bank account in South Korea and a bank account in England and whatnot. But again, for the most part, I do think elections really tend to kind of hit you the most at the local and state level. So that, to me at least, is a little point of, a kernel of hope. Arthas was in full cuddle mode last night. I don't think he knew. I think he knew that my wife and I were not terribly excited about things. Uh, Becky, I woke up this morning not feeling horribly sick for the first time in 10 days, and I looked at Facebook and immediately felt sick in my stomach. Yeah, I'm very sorry. I think we're all kind of at different stages of this. My wife has kind of been, I think she's been a little further behind on the trajectory than I am. I'm kind of at the clear-headed, like, okay, this sucks. The doctor just told me I have cancer. Okay, like, what do we do now? What's our game plan? What can we learn? How do we treat this? Whereas, like, I think some people are still kind of like hearing the holy shit, you've got cancer announcement. Whereas I'm kind of like, all right, okay, what do we do? How do we move forward? What can I learn? How can I improve as a human? How can I help other people? And so on and so forth. I hope we all can get there at some point. I did want to share this with you. I got this book today from Per Jacobson, sent all the way over from Spain. It is his Christmas horror book, 25 Days, and it's signed to me with a nice little bookmark in it. And I've also got, it was really cute. It came with this little stocking and this little candy cane in it that I will eat probably tonight, because I am on a absolute sugar bender right now. I stress eat and I need to get over that, but not just yet. Not today, Satan. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's, a Christmas thriller, horror thriller. I know nothing really about it. You're supposed to read one chapter every day up until Christmas, so the 25 days. So that's what I'm going to do. I know a lot of people are going to go ahead and do that, and that's totally fine too. But like an advent calendar, each of the days, each of the chapters is one day. Um, just a side note, I'm really good friends with Per and Sarah, his wife, and they're just amazing people. I met them in Madrid when I was at a book conference there in 2022, and it was funny because I had seen Per's books being recommended by my readers, and he had, I think, seen my books being recommended by his readers. And the two of us would just sat next to each other in this little small conference. Must have been about 30 people there and the speaker. And we kind of like looked at each other, and I glanced at his name tag. He glanced at mine, and he was like, Andrew Van Way, Forsaken. And I was like, Per Jacobson, Strung. And then his wife was there, my wife was there, and we just hit it off, man. They're just the best. They're Danish. They live in Spain. They've got these awesome kids. They're just the coolest. And it's when you meet someone, and you just vibe with them like right away, it's just wonderful. And we only hung out with them for 2 days when we were in Madrid. They had to drive back. But we've kept in contact. We video chat with them. I was actually just video chatting with them on Monday. They are just the neatest people. And it's one of the joys of, like, the writing and the horror community is really small. It really is small. Like, it's way smaller than we think it is. And it's just a total joy to be in that community and to just have so many great people that you work with and to see their success too, which is like so exciting. You know, I've known them for 2 years now, and I can say that like I've seen their trajectory go up and up and up, and they've worked so fucking hard. And that is really neat. Yeah, the horror community is very welcoming. I agree, Elizabeth. It's it's really welcoming. I mean, like, you know, we read books about people fighting interdimensional clowns that are like living in sewers and devouring children, and, you know, dead kids coming back to life, you know, playgrounds that are designed by twisted, you know, inventors to torture children and whatnot. We get all of our nastiness out on the page because, you know, I think we're a very welcoming people. Um, and it's funny, you know, like I think I'm gonna be honest, I do think reading a lot of horror has made me a little bit tougher to face the real horrors out there in the world. And you know, yeah, the last 24 hours have kind of felt like a real horror story. And I think part of it is, you know, the ability to just face this on is because, you know, when I was 10 years old, I was reading about, you know, a little Gage coming back from the dead of the pet cemetery and getting his family and whatnot. You know, Stephen King owes me a lot of a lot of therapy bills, right? I guess I owe. One of us owes the other person either the money or the the accolades for getting us into therapy. So yeah, I think horror is an incredibly wonderful community, and I'm incredibly grateful to be a part of it. And so that's what I think, you know, going forward, I don't know what the next 4 years are gonna bring. Obviously, it's not the direction that I wanted it to go in. But like I do genuinely think that part of the horror is also the hope, and I do kind of have at least hope that, you know, we'll get through it, that we can learn something from it, that we can, you know, I don't know, find some goodness in this. But you know, those kids had to go down into the sewers to confront Pennywise before they ended out triumphing, and this might be our little time in the sewers, I guess. We'll see. All right, I have rambled enough. I am sorry, but thank you so much for coming to my therapy session. My therapist is on Mondays, and I had a bit of a pre therapy chat with him about the election and other things. And boy, is he gonna get an earful next week. All right, what were we doing? Let's see. We were. Oh, I'm like totally out of ammo and all the good stuff. Damn. All right. Well, we got Ripper Blades. Okay. What was our objective? Oh shoot! I think I just. Oh, I keep forgetting which button does which in which game. All right. What is my goal? Oh, that's Alan Wake. Destroy Tendril in standard quarters. Okay, we gotta find a Tendril and destroy it. All right, let's do that. You know, when you go back and forth between these different games. Ooh, did that just move or was that me? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, maybe that's a little secret. Ah. Okay, yeah, let's move all these things. Yeah, I've been going back and forth between 3 different games. This, Alan Wake, and Baldur's Gate 3. And frankly, I am not going to do that again, because it is confusing the hell out of me. Ooh, what is that thing? It's confusing the heck out of me. Oh. Hello. What's going on there, buddy? Alright, sorry, dude. Apologies, but I'm just not comfortable with you being anything less than totally dismembered. Oh. Because those little flying, I don't know what they are. What would you call them? They kind of look like vaginas. I'm sorry I said it, but they kind of do look like... They look like, what were those things in Blade 2? When you watch you go back and forth between 3 different games, it's confusing. I'm sorry, Sarah. I am not going to do that going forward. My brain can't process that either. So what I'll do is I'll do Baldur's Gate on Mondays, and then I'm gonna do another game on like Wednesday and Saturday or Thursday and Saturday, and that'll be the game that I'll do twice a week. So whichever game we beat first, I'm gonna kind of go into okay. Do I have to go in here? Damn it. I don't want to go in there yet. Is there anything else I can get around here? No. Oh, is that the tendril we need to destroy? It does look like a tendril. Where is the big juicy part of it? Isn't there usually like a big juicy segment that we have to destroy? Ah, it's probably somewhere else. Alright, I'm just going to check here for ammo. If you enjoy it, I'm glad, Sarah. Thank you. I enjoy your enjoyment. I am not a very good video game player, but you know what? It's pretty fun. No power. Oh crap, we have to get it. Ooh. Credits. Oh, we were trying to save up for the, like, super suit, weren't we? I think we were. Okay, so that thing needs a power brick. Do you think the power brick's down here? I don't see a power brick in here. Alright. Oh, is there a power socket over there too? What is that? Oh. Oh, and that's one of those. Cool. Okay. We can take that and throw that at someone. Fortunately, the tendril's weak spot is where there's no air. LOL. Yeah, that's what I figured, Drew. This game's never gonna be like, oh, it's right where you need it. Dead Space. What could go wrong? Oh, plasma cutter. Sweet. I hear someone moaning. Oh, where did I put that? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just go out here and get some more air. And be aware that Destroy Tendrils basically casts Summon Hunter spell. What? Summon Hunter spell? That sounds like an absolute freaking nightmare. Oh god. Is the hunter around here? Oh, I hear something making awful fucking noises. Oh, no, 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 not that thing. I hate that thing. Oh, that did nothing. Okay. What is this? Medical pack? Oh, I don't think I have any flame ammo. And isn't the flamethrower the thing that works the best on those guys? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna pick that up. Oh, crap. There's like 3 of these things. Oh, there's another one right over there? That's the worst. Oh, damn it. I always get that. Yeah, these tendrils. Yeah, these tendrils smack your face off. What are these guys called anyway? Tendril bursters? They're like chest bursters, but tendrils popping out of them. Not the spell, but he comes after each time you pop a tendril, so it's incredibly annoying. Okay. Well, that is good to know. But then you lose your sense of security. Oh, hey Andrew, how's it going? You are in for a treat. And by a treat, I mean a lack of talent that I have playing Dead Space. Damn. We're really kind of in a bad spot. Alright. I'm not even going the right way. Just wanted to look and see if there was more flamethrower ammo. You know what? I have like shit all over the flamethrower this whole game as being a terrible weapon. And then like it actually comes around and it's kind of good for those stupid tendril guys. I really should have upgraded it some more.
What was the last strongest?
Oh, it's you, dude.
The creep.
Creepy. Creepy, dude.
What killed?
I don't know, man, what the last straw was. The last straw was your smug ass. Bringing these aliens on board my vacation ship or whatnot. Shouldn't even be here. You should be hanging out, doing some non-alien stomping fun stuff. Oh yeah, we already... You know what? I'm gonna save just because I'm probably gonna die on that stupid tendril monster. And I just want to, I want to die less. Alright. Well, shoot, folks. Looks like there's no way to go other than through this stinky room. You guys. Grab as much as we can grab really quickly. What was that? What was that? I still don't know how to use the line cutter either. I should probably get better at that. Okay, ripper blades. What was this? Oh, that's one of those spears. Do you think this spear will work on those guys? Oh, let's smash this thing. Credits, sweet. Alright. Oh. What's this? I'm sorry, I am such a loot whore in this game. I don't want to read that. Oh, it's spooky. That didn't do anything. And now it's gonna make all the little baby tendril things. And they're gonna slowly start shooting me. Ugh. They're the worst. Oh, crap. Alright, what are we gonna use? I don't feel like that's doing anything. Oh crap! I am out of oxygen. I need to run out. Alright. No! No, get out! Get out! Oh! Oh, that was close. Okay. Oh my god, that was like down to the wire. Oh, what? No weapons. What weapon should we be using? Let's see, let's pop over to fucking this thing. Pulse rifle is the worst. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think we got that one. Wow, that was so much work. Okay. What is that? Pole. See, that pole does nothing to him. Alright, what is that thing over there? Can we throw a tendril at him? Oh, that does nothing too. Alright, I'm just gonna shoot this dude with all my plasma rounds. I have an excess of plasma rounds. Am I doing these guys the right way? I have no idea. He's not dead yet, I know that, because he hasn't done his final big old gross spooky death thing. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I'm getting these guys the wrong way. Okay, there we go. Fuck you, dude. Seriously. Oh, now they give us flamethrower ammo. Oh gosh, where's the air? Where's the air? Where's the air? Okay. Is there anything else around here that I can get? Were those guys just like totally optional? Ooh. What's that? Cool. Oh. Oh, is this the thing that summons the hunter? No. Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh, no. Where should I go? Where should I go? god, my wife is laughing at me from the other room. Yes, toxic hazard cleared. Where are you? Oh my god, you're over there. Wait, no, that's not. Oh! What are we doing? Ripper blade. Yeah, there we go. I love the Ripper. Oh, no, not on the explosive guy. That was a terrible idea. Okay, maybe I'll cut his legs off. Oh, okay. Did we get him all? Oh, it's doing that, like, intense music. I don't like it. Hey, how's this? Oh, yeah. Okay, tapping out to go take some Dramamine. Cheers, all. Cheers. Good night, Elizabeth. I highly recommend melatonin and edibles. Ideally not at the same time, but my wife just ordered some. I will say, you know, one of the rare privileges of living in California is that we do have some pretty good edibles, and while I am currently on a temperance break, I might indulge at some point soon. I'm sure my tolerance is about... What is that? Why was it doing that? Why did it just do that all of a sudden? This game, dude. Oh, hello. Alright. This fucking game has like so many random things in it that like are there just to like unsettle you. Oh, this is just... Is this where we just were? Did I just go in some weird ass loop? Okay. Oh yeah, this was the bathroom. And then the hunter popped out. We found the tendril over there. Just making sure I didn't miss any like key items. Okay, nothing there. What is that? Oh, that's a soda can. Alright, I'm gonna check over here. I know it says destroy the tendril in deluxe quarters, but I would like to check this room. Oh. Okay, cool. Loot. Oh, and there's our friend, the power thing. I think vents randomly explode because the ship is falling apart or something. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea either, Drew. That's like kind of the subtitle of this game. Like, Dead Space. What the fuck? I have no idea why it just did that. Dead Space. Why are you the way that you are? Alright, let's take this power block. Is the hunter gonna pop out right now? Of course he is. Of course he's gonna pop out. Where was I supposed to put this? Is it back here? It was, wasn't it? Yes. It's over here. There we go. Alright. I can put batteries in slots. Okay. So yeah, I think, you know, Sarah, back to your point about confusing watching me play multiple games. I apologize. It is confusing for me to play multiple games. And I think that going forward, we'll do Baldur's Gate on Monday, and then we'll do another game, just one game. So, whichever game we beat first. Jesus. Oh, dude, no, not one of them. Oh, yep, I don't want to deal with you, sir. That's one of the big explodey ones. Okay. Alright. Let's just kind of like catch our breath for a second. Alright. Reloading. He's gonna be right outside the door. Fucking nuts. Alright. Do this with a game plan. Alright, Vanway, you got this. Oh, we should reload our flamethrower. I kind of wish I had leveled up the flamethrower. Although the Ripper's really cool. Alright. I know this exploding guy is like right outside the door, isn't he? What should I do? I'm gonna stasis him. I forget what I was even saying before I had that heart attack. Yeah, he's right there. Oh, he exploded in slow motion. That was kind of cool. And he gave us credits. He gave us credits. I was reading this book, the Orphan X series by Greg Hurwitz, which if you like thrillers, I highly recommend, by the way. It's a really fun series. But I think in the second book, there's a drug that's kind of like stasis or slow-mo in Judge Dredd, or the Dredd movie. Not Judge Dredd, but Dredd. And they have it's really cool the way they do it in the book. Like, the character gets injected with it, and like time basically slows down to the point that he just sees a single drop of like moisture falling from the ceiling, and it's like taking forever, and he's being tortured during that moment. But frankly, the torture is more like a mental torture, and it's just because that single drop, you're following it through like pages and pages as it goes down. It was a really fun scene, and you're thinking that like, wow, they use time as an absolute torture method. And I'd never really kind of thought of it that way, but then this game and Dredd did it really well. Vanway screams. Yeah, I scream. I scream about Baldur's Gate and just one other game. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll do Baldur's Gate and just one other game, probably twice a week. Have I been here? Oh, I have. I've been here. But there's a bench. Do I have a node that I can use? Let's see. Oh, we've got 2 nodes. And oh, pursuit. Can we upgrade anything? Man, what else did we upgrade last time? Flamethrower. Kind of like the flamethrower. I'm gonna hold off just for a second. I feel like we were saving those nodes for something good. As long as it's the same number of days, I need this every week, especially now. Yeah, I don't see it changing. I enjoy this. I'm trying to get my wife to play twice a week with me so that we would do like a multiplayer game. And she and I could do it like twice a week. But the problem is there's not a lot of multiplayer games that are also kind of horror games and that are on Xbox and PC. So our options are kind of limited. Oh yeah, that's what we're trying. We're trying to save up for that, really. Ooh, we're really close. 50,000 out of 60,000. Man, maybe I could sell something. Yeah, I have enough games to last 4 years. I'm one of those people who impulse buy games when they're on sale, and that's a really bad thing to do. But yeah, you know, she and I can find some sort of like co-op horror game that we can play. I can play on Xbox, she can play on PC. Oh, and it has to have an end. It can't just be a game that goes over and over and over. So none of those like Diablo games, not League of Legends, not World of Warcraft, not like games where should I be going? Okay. So yeah, it's got to have some sort of conclusion to it. I have like 20 games. Yeah, Drew, I mean that's like how I am with games and like books that I download when they're on, you know, discount as well. Like, you know, when BookBub sends me out my morning. Oh, what's going on? Oh, stop. You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna get me used to that, and there's nothing, and then there's gonna be something that'll come flying out of it. So it'll do it like 2 or 3 times. Oh, it sounded like there was something there. It'll do it like 2 or 3 times, and nothing will happen. And then one time, I'll be too comfortable, and something will happen. What is that? somewhere. Oh, that's that room. Oh, wait, is the hunter around here? Wasn't this the place that we, like, ran? I'm so fucking nervous. Alright. Sure. Ooh, that door slammed on me. That scared me. Not Sims, Sarah. Yeah, I can't do games like The Sims. I just can't. No judgment on Sims and whatnot. I know a lot of people really like it. I just need a game that has an end because I have an addictive personality, and if a game does not have an end, it will end me. Like, I had to just kind of put aside Elden Ring for my own well-being as well, especially when I pretty much beat the expansion, and it's just like, yeah, you can do this all over again. And I was like, oh yeah, I can. Everything's gonna be harder now, but I'm gonna get some sweet gear. You don't play it, you just build houses. It's kind of like Animal Farm in some of those games. Yeah, I think that's really cute. Oh no, come on.
Hazardous anomaly
Hazardous
detected.
anomaly detected.
Quarantine activated.
Alright. Did I clear out the hazardous anomalies?
Quarantine lifted.
Wow, we got some kind of nice gear, I think. What is that? What is that? Oh, that's a wheelchair. What is that? Oh, that's one of those spears. I could have just used that on those guys. I always forget these things in the heat of the moment. I really don't think I would be a good... Ooh, what is this? Why is it telling me that there's something in this room? Destroy tendril in deluxe quarters. Are we in the deluxe quarters? Oh, 2 deluxe quarters. Okay. I don't like that. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, give me that. Sweet. Ah, I'm so glad we did that. I'm so glad we did that. Ooh. I don't get a lot of awesome cinematic moments in this game, but definitely. Resident Evil 4 regular remake is the scariest, most stressful game I've played, and what little I've seen of it tops it all. You know what? I played that about 2 years ago when it came out. I played it through, I think, 3 times until I had pretty much every weapon unlocked. Resident Evil 4, that's the village, not village, sorry, it's the one in Spain, right? It's really good. Like, that was a good game. What's going on with you, lady? Oh, dude, she's missing, like, her whole arm. Oh, no. Oh, please don't. Well, that was a thing. Can I get her gun? Oh, it's a baby. I don't like these babies. That was probably overkill, wasn't it? I think it was. I should save my Ripper Blades for more formidable foes. And the little babies. But the little babies do creep me out. It was Doom, right? Doom 3 that had the little babies in it as well. Little demon babies. Babies are... Destroy the tendril. Okay, so we're looking for a tendril around here. Power. I feel like the weapon I'm using is not a tendril destroying weapon. You think this is the tendril? Oh my god! Holy crap! Okay. Okay, that was good. My my plasma cutter does a damage over time thing now. So I was reading that I'm supposed to kind of just let them bleed out a little bit, but that's still not going. Oh. Oh, what the hell? Oh. I thought it was regenerating. Jesus. Watch my ex-husband play Resident Evil in Germany in 2000. Yeah. We were married at the time. Jump scare, oh my god. Yeah. I think it's been 2 years, Becky. I could be wrong. But I bought it like immediately when it came out. And because I remember it being just an excellent game. And yeah, it's great. It's really good. I will say, oh, that fuck, what the hell? I will say that it, that's gross. Oh no, his legs fell off. His arms fell off. I will say that Resident Evil 4, and I think we're talking about the same one. It like starts in the village in Spain, and then there's the chainsaw guy who cracks through the house. I love it. It just has like a level of ridiculousness. Like it knows how campy it is. And I feel like some of the other Resident Evils kind of took the shit a little seriously. But like Resident Evil 4, it was just so silly. But it was fun. I mean, it was like nasty. I also wasn't like hugely invested in the characters. I can't remember much about the characters. Temporal. Okay, so it's around here somewhere. Okay, let's see. Is that... There's a glowy thing right there. Okay. I think it's in here. Is it in here? No, I don't remember seeing it in there. I pre-ordered it so I could play it when it came out. It has just the right level of campiness and creepiness. Yeah, I agree. It was like, there were just some parts in it, like some of the dialogue, I was like, yeah, you said that. Someone wrote that line. Like, they confidently wrote that line. That is what they put in it. And they approved it, and that went through, you know, the writer's room. That went through the discussion, and yeah, that's the thing that they did. But like at the same time, it like fits the game so perfectly. If you kind of think about it as a whole, you're just like, this story actually is insanely silly. Oh, hello. All right, I don't like you and the way that you walk. Oh, and I missed. Oh gosh, you run so much faster. Okay, Drew says I can stasis these guys and stomp them. I never thought about that. Ooh. Look at that, he's... Oh, that's cute. He's kind of smacking me very slowly. It does take a lot to stomp him. I kind of feel bad for them. But not too bad. Okay. What horrible thing are we going to have to do here? What is that? Oh, that's the... Just double check, there's nothing in there. Okay. What are we going to have to turn off? Turn off the lights. Oh, turn on the lights, but turn off the doors. I don't know what that did, but okay. So we've only got enough juice for one of those things. We did open the doors. And we've been in here. Yeah. What was this? Did we not get in here before? No, that was where we came from. Oh, no power. Oh, gosh, this game is like literally telling me. Like, hello! Pay attention to where the red power cable is going. Okay, I'll swap it over. Alright, there we go. There was like that puzzle earlier in the game that I was just trying to do all the wrong ways, and I was like, no, you literally just need to like align these little power lines and it works. Yeah, the one in Spain starts off in the dingy house. Next one startle me and make me panic the most. Yeah, like, a panic is, that's no joke. I would be no good in a pinch if I was on a haunted spaceship filled with necromorphs. Dude, something's totally gonna jump out on one of these beds, isn't it? Are there just, like, heads stacked here? That's so fucked. Oh, and there's, like, just a random baby doll over there. Oh, no way. Did it make a noise? Oh, that's creepy as fuck. Dude, get out of here. Dude. Oh, what? It makes noises when you interact with it? Oh, this thing's gotta get, like... Here, you know what? Alright, where did it go? Go away. Right. Oh, you're still here? No, no, like, go away. Okay, thank you. I really don't like little baby dolls. Okay. Disembodied cries and laughs are the worst. Yeah, I agree. I hear noises. What? Wait, where is this stupid tendril? Am I just completely blind to it? Okay, so there's a chunk of it. Oh, is that it right there? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Where should we go? Okay. Oh, God. No. Stop. Get through the door, Isaac. Isaac, run. Oh, my gosh. Little baby. I don't even know if this is the right way. I'm just going through it. Right. Who wants a spear? I got a spear. You would like it. Oh, God. What is that? Oh, it's the stupid dwarfing things. Oh, I hate those guys. So those were... Ooh, Jesus. Take that. Oh, no, I'm out of ammo. Okay, saw. When you get confused, just go with the saw. I get confused a lot, so... Thing's still twitching. Ooh, credits. Yeah, give me those credits. Because we're gonna buy a new suit, so these things don't kick our asses.
Determine clearance level. Master security override required.
Good lord, indeed. Oh man, babies are back. Oh, what? Oh my gosh. That was awesome. Did I literally just punch a baby? Oh, jeez. Over here. Stop running away from my hovering blade of dismemberment. Clever babies. Alright. I feel like we killed something else. I dropped something. Yeah, there we go. Credits. Give me more credits. I want that suit upgrade so bad. Oh, is there just a hamburger just like chilling there? It is. Oh, I can't pick it up. I always like in video games how food gives you health. Like, that's just one of my favorite video game mechanics. That, you know, you've been like shot 18 times. You're literally bleeding out. Oh, there's totally gonna be a monster here, isn't there? Oh, look at that. No? Really? I would not have guessed that there wasn't going to be a monster there. Med pack. Huh. Yeah, I would have thought we would have been like fighting something right here. Ooh, store. Oh, we got some stuff to sell. Sweet. I also like with that Resident Evil game, by the way, how like it was like the most on Spain game ever. Like, if I recall correctly, like when it first came out, literally people were like, there's no way this game is set in Spain. Like, this is like clearly some weird Eastern European country. This is like what Japanese programmers think Spain is like, and it is nothing like Spain whatsoever. But they also were like really cool with it. I had to heat Haley up something to eat, and she wanted ice water too. What did I miss? Did you die? I actually didn't die. No, I don't think I died. I don't think I died. Oh, we're so close to like the 60,000 for this. You know what? Alright. I'm gonna just sell. I'm gonna probably regret this because we're gonna need these things all of a sudden. Oh, sweet. Is this like the final upgrade for the suit? I hope so. Let me just see if there's anything else. Alright. Boom. I think this is like the final upgrade. Yeah, I think I've only died once this time. I think I have two. Yeah. And it was to the tendril monster that like slapped my head off. Alright, let's see what this suit looks like. I'm really excited. It mostly looks the same. I think it just looks a little more armored. Maybe a little sharper. Better buckles. I don't know. Hard to tell. Alright, we can carry so much more now. Awesome. And I think we got more health. Cool. I'm feeling confident. Which is usually never a good thing in these games. I will say, Becky, if you are playing Resident Evil, definitely try to play it through 2 or 3 times until you unlock the rocket launcher. There is an unlimited rocket launcher unlock that you can buy. And honestly, it just makes the game so fun when you can run through the game from start to finish and you can use the rocket launcher on every monster. It like actually, it's like a cartoon. It's like a speed run. You can do the game so fast. And none of the bosses are scary at all. They're like actually hilarious. Ooh, saw something down there. Credits, sweet. But it actually is worth it. Like, I think that was the time that... Oh, what? Where are we? This is like the executive quarters. Oh no. The tendril and executive quarters. Well, see, you know what? Okay. I really wish there was more variety in this game in the areas. And I feel like this is one of the first times that we've come to like an area that I'm like, oh, this is clearly a different looking area. Gonna have to replay it. Haven't touched it since I beat it when it came out. That would be amazing to play through easy like that. Yeah, it's really fun. I think it takes 2 full playthroughs collecting all the upgrades to get the rocket launcher upgrade. And it's just like when you get that, it makes the final bosses, it makes that Mr. Big or Mr. Bad, that big kind of invincible Terminator dude. It makes everything so much easier, but in like a very fun way too. I mean, like that whole beginning part in the game where the chainsaw dude is cutting through the wall and the villagers are just going bananas. You can just end up blasting them all to bits with your unlimited rocket launcher. Every like part in the game, it's just pretty much how fast you can pull the trigger, and I think it doesn't hurt you, but I could be wrong. I just remember like yeah, I feel like you'd spam the rocket launcher like crazy. Like, I think that's exactly what you do. It's ridiculously fun. And yeah, then it just becomes a speed run of the game. Like, how fast can you beat these areas? And you just end up aggroing as many of the monsters as you can at the same time. Okay, there's the
Clearance
Ooh,
confirmed.
clearance confirmed. Small med pack. I feel like that wasn't quite worth it in terms of something to find clearance. Alright, what horror is gonna pop out? No? Nothing? Ooh, executive quarters keycard. Alright. I feel like something is gonna pop out for sure. Really though? Oh yeah, there we go.
Hazardous anomaly
Messages
detected.
detected. Alright, where are you guys? Oh, hello! Oh, that actually didn't do much damage. Oh, what is that? Oh, no, it's one of the flying nasty things. Necromorph makers. Oh. Someone's attacking me somewhere. Is it one of those little babies? Oh, it's that thing. Oh, I feel kind of bad for those things when they have like all their wings missing. Oh, look at that. That's really gross. Oh. Alright.
Quarantine lifted.
Alright, we did it. Oh,
Logging security card.
it's funny, I think back to like the first time I played Wolfenstein, which I think was like 1991. I remember playing it in my friend's house and he had it on floppy disk and he was so excited to show it to me. And then like we made a copy of that, installed it on my parents' computer, and the whole idea that like you'd run around, you'd kill some people, and then you'd get a key card, and then that would open a door, and then you'd go kill some more people, and then you'd go find another key card. Like that was the whole kind of like process of the game. And yet it totally worked. Like, and it's funny that like that's kind of still how some of these
Cannot
games are.
determine clearance level.
Oh, hello!
Security override.
Alright. Meet the chainsaw. Well, it's not technically a chainsaw. Contact beam. I feel like we're picking up a good amount of ammo. Okay, so, oh, alright, smack that. Oh, what sort of horrors has that unlocked?
Cannot determine clearance level.
You can't.
Master security override required.
Alright. Thank God the game tells you where to go. You know, that is my major beef with Alan Wake 2, is that I don't have a built-in GPS. And I just wanted to like that game so much more than I don't.
My
And
friends,
it's
is this what you hoped
bummer.
for when you signed your lives
I'm
away
gonna
to the
finish it.
church?
I'm gonna finish it because I am stubborn
Carnage. Look like transcendence.
and I
I
want to
don't know what
believe
lies
that there's
beyond
a
death.
good game in there
Not
somewhere.
anymore. But I do know our lives are more than just
And
fuel
that
for conversion. If we
It's
work together, we can fight
maybe
this
it's
evil.
not the game, it's me,
It's not too late. Please.
but I'm just not feeling that game. Yeah, maybe at some point I will find out it's actually a really exciting game. Like I'm just waiting for there to be some really cool twist in the game where like it comes together. You know, like Godfather Part 2, two separate storylines merging. Or like a Christopher Nolan movie, like ooh, what's going on over here? Oh, is that?
Hi, I'm Dr. Terrence Kine.
Oh, I think we've
Remember
been
we spoke
chatting
on the
this whole
battle?
time.
If you're real, let me in. I need to destroy that cluster behind you.
Not yet. Escape on that shuttle and you'll kill us all.
What are you talking about, sir?
When they took the marker from Aegis 7, it woke the being in the core of the planet.
There's a being in the core of the planet. Oh, that's a big being. Yeah, that's
hell
a
is that?
big being.
Mercer calls it the hive mind. Nexus organism, which
Nexus
controls these
organism.
necromorphs telepathically.
That's pretty cool.
If we leave while the hive mind is active, well, you saw the valor. If even a single necromorph escapes, humanity is finished.
No, not humanity. I love when the stakes
Amelia,
like
she knew.
get to
She told me
maximum.
it would return the beast to its slumber.
Okay.
Like,
so if we return the
humanity
marker to Aegis 7,
Is
it'll
fucked
stop the outbreak?
if you don't do this thing.
But we need the shuttle to return it to the planet. You have a singularity core, and I can let you through. So what do you say?
Sure, partnership.
in
What
this for good?
could go wrong?
Deal.
Excellent. I can distract Mercer, but not for long. And
Okay.
get the marker to the shuttle bay quickly.
All right, cool. Let's do it. I agree.
Thank you,
I,
Mr.
I agree to those terms.
for helping me fix my mistakes.
Let's do it, buddy. Let's go
Clearance confirmed.
kill that big thing. Which I kind of feel like that's a standby. Oh, is he gonna go unlock it for me? All right. Oh no. I thought we were gonna do it together. Nexus organism. I don't want to read that. I don't want to read that right. Okay, so we shot that. Cool. Alright. What's over here, though? Staff. Ooh, there's a new bench. Sweet. Ripper blades. What's in here? Stasis pack. Anything else? No? I don't know why my heart is beating in this game. That always scares me when that happens. Alright. Let's see. What can we do? Level 5 suit. Alright, so what can we do now with this suit? Air, size, duration. We've got all the hit point stuff done. I don't know if there's really anything else we need to do for this suit at this point. Size. You know what? Let's oxygen stasis zone. I don't know. Kind of feel like we should upgrade. All right, we did the plasma cutter. We did the Ripper. Oh, we could do one more duration. What is it right now? Yeah, 10 seconds. Okay, cool. So that Ripper is gonna last for a while. Man, I really want to kind of start upgrading the flamethrower. Damage, capacity, duration. But we can't do the flamethrower like when we're, I don't know, what is it, upside down? When we're in zero gravity. Force gun. Damage. Line gun. Drew, you were saying the line gun has a good secondary weapon that's kind of cool to use. Oh, so many decisions. So many decisions. Dang it, my melatonin is kicking in. I was trying to stay on as long as possible, but I gotta hop off. Have a great rest of your night. You too. I'm gonna log off here soon. It's about 7 o'clock. So I will be probably at the next save spot. I'm gonna jump off. You're not gonna miss much. And you know what? I'm gonna hold on to that node until next time. Because I just don't know what to do with it. But thanks for hanging out, Becky. I hope you have a wonderful night. Enjoy the, ooh, what was that? Enjoy the melatonin siesta. the marker. Alright. So that is the marker, huh? Cool. I really do feel like there's going to be a big boss battle here, isn't there? This is like totally the type of room where boss battle shenanigans happen. And you know what? I'm going to save it till next time. I could be wrong, but it just strikes me as arena-like. Arena-esque. And also, it's called End of Days. Chapter 10, End of Days. I feel like we're getting towards the end of this game. I haven't Googled, like looked up any game guides to see if that's where it is, but it does kind of feel like that's where we are getting to be. So yeah, we'll pick up here this time next week, and if we finish this first, then we'll do Alan Wake 2 times a week. If we finish Alan Wake first, we'll do this 2 times a week, and then yeah, after that I am going to, no promises, but I'm going to try to get my wife to stream a game that we could kind of do 2-player. We're looking at the Warhammer 40,000 multiplayer game that came out, and it's got like a campaign mode. It's supposed to be really fun. You can do multiplayer with it, so we might do that. I'll see if there's any other like co-op horror games that would be fun that like the 2 of us could do. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, you all. I know I rambled a lot about politics at the beginning of this. Sorry. I hope it was therapeutic for you. At least it was for me. And yeah, let's despite all the craziness happening in the world, let's try to, have a little bit of positivity about things. Let's try to, just keep our heads on straight and keep our hopes up, and I'll see you around next time. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. All right, bye.